Brucey sees all.
Real Impact Glass, Maldivites Abundance, a commercial Etsy.com. Check it out for jewelry, pendants, even raw rocks.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for the ongoing support, for subscribing. Martin Holmes, a very big contributor to the channel that most of you know. Also moderator during the live streams, always there. Martin Holmes, well, he has a construction business in Arizona. He's from Carefree, Arizona. I want to share with you his future plans to remodeling his house, and his amazing new extension of his new telescope. I'm going to take a chance and say 16-inch right now, but he's looking about that size. It's even going to be bigger than my own telescope. I hope to, for 2020, anytime during 2020, I will be live streaming from his home in Arizona, sharing everything about the observatory, about his build, and looking at it in great detail. Let's go take a quick look at his plan, and I'll be talking more and more about it. This is going to be exciting. First road trip for Bruce Sees All will be in Arizona, USA, Phoenix, Arizona. Comparing the shift and the tilt from here in Quebec all the way down to Phoenix, Arizona, hooking ourselves up.
For the longest time, everyone keeps asking me, you got to get somebody else at one point that gets a big scope and tries to get the same thing as you, Bruce. Well, Martin Holmes is doing exactly that. This is his website. This is what it's going to look like. To give you an idea, it's going to turn and pivot. He's going to have a dome on top of his house. We are a private observatory. We do share our work with others and offer merchandise affiliated with our work. Lots coming. I'm giving you an early heads up, but, you know, giving you a heads up of exactly what's going on with Bruce Sees All. We've now connected with an observatory. Look at his beautiful house. We're going to look at this quickly because I want to show you the main part is the observatory. There's the overhead view here of the observatory floor, second floor here, observatory roof that we can see right here, the framing, and check it out. We're talking state-of-the-art observatory. He's going to build the observatory. Check it out. I'll get a nice close-up on this beautiful, this is aside from the beautiful things he's going to be doing with his house. Even cement has to be poured, guys. There's a big job. Check it out. On the arm on the right, the dome right up to the dome on the left there, at the corner of his house. He'll be able to go into his house and his office and stuff. He'll be able to make a big work space right at the house with this. Isn't it amazing? So we're talking about a collaboration. We're hooking up. He's going to be at the other end. It's an extra pair of eyes. This is all good. Bruce Sees All is not going to change in any way. See, we'll be able to jump in the pool from the observatory. Yep, what an amazing, amazing house. Martin's been contributing to the channel, for a while now this year, and he's just finding the research amazing. He's getting his own observatory. There's his, I'll have the link to his website, don't worry, at the end of the video in the description. There's his email if you want to reach him. Lots more to say, lots more to talk about that. I mean, we're not done. It's just a cool glimpse, a heads up of something in the near future for next year, 2020. We say next year, we're almost there, right? Next year is just around the corner. Look at the surface. Look at the square crater. Or they call it, I hate calling these things craters. They look like bases of maybe ancient realms or ancient constructions that were maybe torn down and just the base is left. Who knows? But they definitely do not look like craters. I could be wrong. Look at the structuring on the surface. Natural or not, that's what's on the surface. It's real. It's there. We could see basically all the elevation. And of course, anything that's smaller than a quarter mile, we're not going to see it. You know, we got to get there slowly, bit by bit, advancing. And people think that if you, like when I jumped from the 5-inch to the 14-inch, it's surprising how still far away we are, right? It's like, oh, how come we're that far away with the 14-inch? Well, the moon is hard to understand, hard to zoom in. Not impossible, but it's just understanding it and, doing a certain process to get in. What the heck is that? Isn't it amazing? I love that. I think that's the one I call the Flintstone house. I'm not too sure. Blue spot beside Copernicus crater. One of two blue spots beside Copernicus crater. And check it out, that mysterious sort of black fog. And hey, guys, it could be debris too, right? It's a UFO. A UFO is something that is unknown and that is flying, and that's all that we're looking at. It's on a straight path, seems to be pretty low, but off the surface anyways, right? We seem to see it off the surface, whatever it may be. And I don't think I've ever seen the same shape, have I? Eh? I've seen so many different types of UFOs so far. This was a recent finding, November 2019.
Mysterious UFOs are the coolest thing. You see them on the surface. Even the military themselves, showing us the UFOs, have declared they don't even know what they are. Imagine. What is this? Where are we? Sinus Iridum. We're going to see it a spectacular way. Yes, trolls. It's going to tick you guys off for sure, because again, we're getting in closer behind Sinus Iridum. Every time I go back to Sinus Iridum, I get a lot of negative feedback. Not that it matters or not. I just like teasing, I guess. Bottom left, bit obvious for me. No one's going to tell me anything except for the fact that these are constructed objects. You can see them clearly. The mountain is basically inside of the mountain. It's constructed with all these, levels and platform-like objects. But the lines go to and from every single object, natural or not. There's a line going to and from things. We see patches everywhere. What are the patches? Well, could the patches be the piles of whatever the heck they're taking out of the moon? If there's actually movement activity up there, it could be, the activity on the surface doing that, or people or aliens, whatever. Look at the line there. What's going over top of it? Do you see the other lines constructed going clearly across, built, high rising over the top of this object? We see also a line going in the ground. I'm going to show it to you right here. There's that line. I want you to really see it. The other objects crossing paths over top of it. I'm going to show you later. It looks just like, these big platforms that were in an area, and then around it, they could have, filled it with dirt to make it look like mountains. I know it sounds crazy, but actually it doesn't sound crazy. I'm just sort of admitting it does for people, because most people think I'm nuts when I say that, but I see them. I see the constructed objects, and they're in Sinus Iridum. Like I said, it's in the mountain of Sinus Iridum. There it is, going inside the ground. So we even see the bending. There's the structures. There's that line, those lines, I should say, going over that massive straight line.
This is my mailing address.
Aliens are the moon. Aliens are the moon. And they're mining really up there. And they're mining on the moon. Aliens are the moon. Aliens are the moon. They're spying really up there. And they're mining on the moon. Aliens are the moon. Aliens are the moon. And they may be coming soon.
This is Houston. Say again, please.